Welcome to my channel film recaps here today. I am going to explain a movie called A Model Kidnapping. A man taking a picture of a young girl named Grace. He told her that she has to take more risks if she wants success in modeling industry, and she reluctantly withdrew it. Jacket revealing a mini skirt. The photographer took some pictures and told her to take off her skirt, but she refuses. He tries to convince her by saying that he can make her very rich if she wants play by your rules. She asked for a memory card, but he kept it. Insist on telling him he can change his life. She took a memory card with pictures and leaves. At night, she meets her boyfriend, Matt, who was surprised to know how everything that happens between you and photographer. He doesn't understand why she doesn't leave in college with him and date instead. In fashion magazines and dreams of become a successful model. He held her hand and confessed his love. But she doesn't answer. She's not ready, saying similar words. She apologized, and to his mother, who works in a restaurant. Mom tries to convince her not to miss the ability to go to college because too many girls dream of becoming success model. Grace is disappointed that she comes closer. That person doesn't believe in himself and is on top. Go home without waiting for mom. Grace read another rejection letter of the agency she was interested in, but when she opens another email, she sees a provide where they promise to deliver the bus. Photo storage price for one. Portfolio and knowledge of the best agent. Everything is free. Her skeptical at first, but decided to apply. Grace wakes up in the morning by phone ringing. Man introduces himself as photographer Hunter Kelly and told him that he was impressed by his photos and asked her if she wants to come Miami to start collaborating with him. Grace agrees, but she needs proof of her. Working girl immediately gets what she required, and after portfolio verification of the photographer, she is very impressive. Grace hastily packed her bag, leaving make a note to his mother and leave the house. On the train, she sends a message to Matt, tell her she wants to try to succeed without him or his mother. Wake up and read my daughter's notes. And immediately called Grace, but she ignored his. Grace to in Miami place. Nickel encounter. They drive to a beautiful villa when Nickel appeared of the gray car, turned down and picked it up his phone and found that it was discharged. She is scared by the man standing in front of her door. He apologized and greeted her with pretend to be a photographer. Hunter. He took her home and asked, standing in front of a black background, he'd take his camera and take some pictures. Thanks to Nickel help him with the light. He noticed a Nickel chocolate bar bag and became angry, reminded him that he has a fatal nut allergy. After trying to pour Grace's wine, he noticed that the bottle was empty and asked Nickel to go to the store and buy one alcohol bottle. As the Nickel leaves, Hunter tells Grace about his love of food and his friends who died from drugs. So does Nickel. Problem, but the Hunter helped her completely stop being addicted to illegal substances. Most people think that models are conceited or no brain, but he sees his object coming with life as he looks through them. Camera lens. They are having a good time and laughing. Dinner table. Grace asks about Nickel and Hunter. Check his phone, realize that he didn't see the message from her. Turns out Nick feels bad and goes home to the Hunter, invite her to stay at the guest house. And she accepts the night. When they go at the guest house, she looked over library and know that Hunters love disabled women. She asked him to check if he could call a taxi to take him to his apartment. Check her phone, but tell her that no taxis in the area. He wished the girl good night and left. The room of Grace realized she had forgotten her bag. She tried to open the door, but it locked. She went to the window and called Hunter, but he doesn't answer. She tries phone in the room. Dial 911. She told the operator about his plight, but the Hunter told him comfortable because she will stay there for a while. At that time, his mother and Matt trying to know where she went. The Hunter woke up. Grace carried a tray of food. She jumped out of bed and asked to be released. but he told her it was his new one. At home, he has big plans and shows her pictures of women saying they are his stars. What will his life be like now stream? And she will whatever he wants. She disagrees, and I'd rather die than do what it says. Hunter shows her a live stream of hers. Mom in a restaurant and threatens. Killed his daughter, forced to accept, and the first thing she said was the password to his phone. Hunter asked him to choose an outfit, wardrobe, and leaves. She approached the TV and watched how one of the girls then erotic dance. She entered the closet and ordered Hunter that she wears cheerleader costumes. Hunter replied to Grace's message, Mom, and post her picture. Instagram. The mother received a notification and saw recently uploaded photos of her daughter. She called Grace, but no one answered. Then she called Matt, who informed her of all. Matt checks the photos and writes to girl because it seems she is fine. He sent a message ending with the words, I love you. After a few seconds there, get a response that also ends with sentence I love you. Matt immediately found that strange Nicole sat in a room with Hunter and they watch a live stream from Grace's bedroom. Hunter told him to shake it. Pom-poms, move her hips, and take off a get dressed, but she refuses and screams. Hunter told him he was disappointed with her behavior. She shouldn't have called help and look annoyed. Mom worries more and more about lack of contact with my daughter. Grace wants to break the window with the lights, but she is interrupted by Hunter, who said his first video scored. The more views, the more he offers his bourbon. But she refused Hunter to take a book from Let It Go and say they should make one librarian for the next video. But Grace throws her a drink. Hunter's watch. Give him the picture and tell him what to do. Say otherwise, she will suffer the same thing. Nicole asked why are they still in the United States, it would be better if they ran away. In Mexico, Hunter assured him that everything will be ok. They kiss, infatuated and ready to make love. But the Hunter accidentally said that Grace was named. Nick is angry with him, but the Hunter sorry and try to start again. The next day, Grace disguises itself as librarian and do a good Hunter show. Very happy about that and more. A few days thanks to Dawn, many different glamorous costumes and dance seen in live shows continue to grow. Hunter told Nicole he would give run while he goes Nicole in Grace's room and told her to stop. Charm Hunter. They fight and the Hunter comes and scolded Nicole for telling her to come back. At home, Grace thanked the boy and kissed him. The ancient Hunter told her that she remind him of his mother and asked her never left him. Grace and Matt's mother complained to the detective about the strange disappearance of a girl. The detective doesn't believe that Grace is go, but thinks she won't. Finding Hunter gives Grace something new. Dress for her birthday and impress by his beauty. The next day, Grace asked Hunter if she can be part of his team. She wants to draw herself naked, her next show, and asked if she could go buy art with him. Hunter refused her request and demanded that she writes a list of what she needs and he will bring them. Graceful without losing hope with sweetness. Words convince him when they come. Buy clothes. She goes to changing room, cut fingers, and write. Help on the mirror. Hunter entered the dressing room, pulls out a gun, and leads. She came out of the store. When they reached the Hunter's house, tell Nicole to get dressed and ready to go live. He's gone crazy. The charming and educated Nicole Punisher. Matt's friend shows him a live stream of spanking Nicole. Grace's grandpa immediately texted Grace's phone saying he was leaving. Come and kill the guy who made her do it. These things. Hunter interrupted them and said to Grace that his boyfriend is threatening him. Give her the phone. She tells Matt that she's fine and her feelings are broken, with him asking her to leave her alone. Matt called Grace's mother and told her what happened. They agreed to meet at Matt Police Department, asked him friend to help him find the kidnappers. Nichols saw the image of the dead woman on the Hunter's computer and she's terrified. This Nick talked to Hunter about the photo of dead woman on computer. The guy is clearly annoyed, and he promises to kill her if she even tries to speak to someone about it. Detective in the police department. Look at Grace's computer and say this girl herself doesn't want to be found since she contacted Matt recently on the phone and confirmed that she has good. Matt finally came and apologized for late. The detective still believes that Grace is safe when she posts on social media and said she went wireless network so they can't track it. Grace did something in the fire. Alarm and go back to bed to pursue my art project. The hunter came and told him that they will be on air in 10 minutes. Grace took off her skirt and started. Draw her naked body, and after about a draw the minute, she started to cry. Grace tore a few pages that night of the book and used its art supplies, create smoke to light a fire. Alarm. When Hunter arrived, Grace punched him, eye with heel, and burst into the house to call Hunter 911. Catch him and force him back. Guest house, then he cleans himself, and go out to take care. The officer asked about his eyes. The hunter said that the fire extinguisher was gone. In his eyes, the officer wanted to check, went home, but the dispatcher called him back and informed of the theft, so he had to leave their mat, and a friend found an addition. Photographer and reply with a fake. Identity hunter digs a deep grave in wood, and after checking the feedback is sent. Because Matt told Nicole to go get one new girl. Nicole to the station, and call Hunter to tell her she can't find the people she left, and Matt followed. Her hunter entered the room and said to Grace that she used all her opportunities and now he will film how he will kill her. She begged, but he insisted. His plan Matt to Hunter. The house jumped over the fence and entered home, but alas, Hunter knocks him out. Grace went to the closet and took a bite. Chocolate, and immediately kissed Hunter. He is allergic to chocolate. The nuts she released were fuzzy, and they ran out of the hunters, ran out of breath, and begged Mickle to help her, but the girl refused. As a result, Hunter died of an allergy. A year later, Grace and her mother sat on the beach. They're happy for Grace, became a successful model, and mom supports her in everything. Matt walked over and Grace told him. She loves him. So the movie ends here. Thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow at the same time.